the best things, investing in your kids' ears and nesting. Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.
Howdy! Welcome to Under the Hat. I'm Bellboy.
I'm Sydney.
And this is our review of Bragging Rights. And I thought it was quite a good event, actually. I was quite impressed. And we started off the event with Miz representing Raw and John Morrison representing SmackDown.
Yeah.
Champion versus champion.
Bragging Rights was good. There's a lot of SmackDown versus Raw action, which is pretty good to see now that the rosters are split. And I like the way the ropes were red and blue, so that added to the, overall it looked like quite a good event, and hopefully it stays. But Miz and Morrison, I predicted Morrison, but then again, I mean, they're both sort of doing well at the moment. I wouldn't say Morrison's a lot better than the Miz. So Miz as a heel, he's been better than I thought, and he ended up winning. So that was a good win.
Yeah. We both went for Morrison, but like he said, it was pretty good. Miz won anyway. Either way, it's I
think Morrison. I don't think he'll do Morrison any harm by losing it, but I think it might do their rivalry some good.
Yeah.
Then we've got the Divas match.
Yeah, this is another Raw versus SmackDown match. I was rooting for Kelly's team because it's Kelly's team.
So the Raw team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going for the SmackDown team. I didn't really think much of this event, but I'm not really a big fan of the Divas matches.
No, I mean, they're not exactly the most catch as can kind of matches around, but it's quite interesting to see. It's who wouldn't like to see Kelly come out and prance around for 10-15 minutes? But nevertheless, it was a 6-woman match. And, nothing major happened, but I believe Michelle McCool, I don't know if she picked up the win, but the SmackDown Divas won anyway.
Yeah, SmackDown Divas, as I predicted. Yeah, it was, well, that's all we got to say about that one.
Yeah, so there's one apiece there. Raw wins one, SmackDown wins the other, so there's only one more Raw versus SmackDown match left, and it was the 7 versus 7 match for the
the Bragging Rights Cup.
For the Bragging Rights Cup.
And this was I thought this was going to be the match of the night. It wasn't too bad a match, but it wasn't great. They could have made it a lot better. Should have been main event really, and main event worthy, but it wasn't.
No, I can see why they didn't have it as the last match now, because it didn't have too much behind it. You had a bit of a controversial end, but I like the way that all the heels and all the faces were in one unit for a while, and no matter, who was feuding with who.
Yeah, Big Show turned on...
Yeah.
I think we were looking at our prediction too much and thinking Cena's joining, and not ignoring the fact that Big Show, being Jericho's partner, was actually on the Raw team.
Yeah.
Our predictions sucked.
Yeah. They obviously were in cahoots the whole time, and Jericho and Big Show, they basically had a plan, the whole thing. And,
it was probably quite obvious. If we weren't thinking so much of Cena joining that match as being the last match, we probably could have seen that Big Show was going to screw Raw.
Yeah.
But, not a bad match, but not the greatest.
Funniest part was Jericho and all of them running around like they won the World Cup.
Yeah. Then we had the Fatal 4-Way, so this was very good. You had Undertaker, CM Punk, Batista and Rey Mysterio. I love the Fatal 4-Ways. I think they should, extremely consider doing this at Mania, because they always do their triple threats, but there's always action all the time that you can see.
Yeah, it's always great. I love Fatal 4-Ways as well. This one was very good as well, and
Undertaker, he managed to retain.
Yeah.
So that was a good result. He kept the belt. He's probably going to go on and continue to feud with CM Punk. But the highlight for me was Batista turning heel against Rey Mysterio.
That was brilliant. I really did like it. I know many Batista fans or Mysterio fans might not have enjoyed it, but I think this is what Batista needs. think it's what SmackDown is, and I think what WWE needs.
I think
Another
Batista will be good as a heel anyway.
Yeah.
So even if you're a fan, like I am of Batista, I still look forward, probably even more, of seeing him being heel.
Yeah, I think he's done his face duties now. He's been face for 5 years almost, so it's time for him to turn heel, and I reckon he's come in with he's got a lot more heat now, as he's beaten up Mysterio, and I think it's going to be a good feud.
Yeah, and then you've got the Iron Man match, no DQ.
Yeah.
So this was Orton and Cena. Cena to leave Raw if he loses. Now this was brilliant. I mean, went on for an hour, but never did you get bored in the whole thing.
They kept up a very steady pace throughout the whole match, which is pretty rare for like an Iron Man match, especially.
And pretty rare for Orton.
Yeah.
We were thinking usually in his matches he does about 10 to 20 headlocks.
Yeah, we were thinking like 10 minutes is going to be a headlock alone. But no, it was really, really good match, especially the bit where he was trying to blow Cena up on the stage. That was great. I mean, Orton's face and mannerisms are really well over the top now, and you can tell he's really loving his gimmick and character.
And some great moves. I mean, some very extreme rules. A load of tables being used.
Yeah.
A load of their, high impact moves everywhere, out in the crowd, just everywhere.
It was brilliant.
It was what they said it was going to be. To end the rivalry and use the announce tables, the chairs, the crowd, the stage, everything.
Yeah, they did. They took it everywhere, and they equalled the most falls ever in an Iron Man match, which was The Rock and Triple H of 2000 Judgment Day. 6-5 it ended up to Cena. We were quite surprised. I think we were both thinking Orton because possibly of that SmackDown match, but there you have it. I mean, and we thought that it'd be good to get them on different shows so they don't cross each other's paths, but now they're still in the same show. It kind of leaves it a little bit still about what's going to happen now. But
yeah, I hope that it is the end of the rivalry.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just about to watch Raw, and I really hope that they're not going to continue this rivalry, because they've had, a Hell in a Cell and an Iron Man match. What are they going to end the rivalry with now?
Yeah.
A Brian Panties match, maybe?
You never know. I mean, some of our female viewers and subscribers might enjoy that one.
Yeah, Yalishka, would you like that one?
Yeah, comment below, please.
But it was a good event. Cena won, picked up the win. It was good to see him retain no, he didn't.
No, he won the title.
He won the title.
7-time champion now, Cena.
But what I'll say is bad to see the title keep changing hands.
Yeah.
See, I'm even getting confused who's champion.
Let's just sit on the belt for a while now. It's getting a bit too hot potato.
Yeah.
Definitely too hot potato.
And anyway, thumbs up for bragging rights. So I'm going to give it 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
7 hats.
I'm going to give it exactly the same. 7 hats. Good pay-per-view. Probably the best one since SummerSlam, I'd say.
Yeah,
So,
roll on Survivor Series.
Yes. One of my favourites of the year, Survivor Series.
And anyway, our next Under the Hat is a very special one.
Yes.
It's, to celebrate our anniversary that's just gone, someone wanted to pop in and do an Under the Hat show with us.
And trust me, we were surprised to see him, as you will be.
I had to pull out a lot of stops to get this guy here.
Yeah, pull a lot of strings, and they weren't too short either.
We're leaving it as a mystery, so you're just going to have to tune in to our next Under the Hat, because it's going to be massive.
Yes.
I'll tell you that now. For all you YouTubers and you lovers of the YouTube wrestling community channels, watch it, because this is going to knock you for 6.
Yeah, it's almost going to be too much to stay under the hat.
And until next time,
What goes on under the hat